I steady. Sorry, the music was a little bit louder than me, huh? Demo, welcome to this special Ari stream. Today is not a normal Zatsu. Today is a Zatsu. Today is a Zatsu of me talking about being in V-Dere and giving my personal advice for auditions. I already talked a little bit about things we're looking for during our V-Dere Q&A stream. Demo, we had to go through a lot of questions, and I feel like, while we did give our advice on several points, I do feel like I have a lot more detailed advice. Arigato ne. Thank you, Sis-san. Ari's late, this donut is free. I'm not late, I'm just fashionably, slightly tardy. Demo, yeah, today is a special Zatsu all about V-Dere. So let me tell you about how I auditioned for V-Dere, which is that I didn't. So technically, I didn't even apply. So, now you might be asking, Ari, are you really qualified to give audition advice if you never even applied to V-Dere? And I would think I am. I would say I am. Mainly because, well, first of all, I got into VTuber company before first try, and yeah, that is where I met my girls from Ramera. And second of all, I'm gonna be one of the people doing the hiring decisions, so I think I know a little bit about this particular audition process. Yeah. But yeah, in case it wasn't clear, I'm a member of the first generation, which means I was one of the founders of V-Dere. Yeah. And, it's hard to apply for something that hasn't been founded yet, so... I need somewhat of an advantage by being the judge, jury, and executioner. Oh my gosh, I can't stop hearing the, executioner voice line from Marvel Rival. Executioner! You applied and you accepted your application. Pretty much. Nemo, yeah, so Adi is qualified to talk about this because, I'm pretty much a hiring manager for this particular thing, so I know what I'm looking for. I don't know what the other girls are looking for. Well, I have an inkling. I have an inkling what the other girls are looking for, but I know what I'm looking for. By the way, giving you a little update on how many applications we have right now. We've got over 200 last time I checked. It's been going up a lot today. Wow, sugoi. I keep checking them and I do go through them frequently. So for example, if you hand in an application with a video, Adi is certainly gonna watch it. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Demo, let's get started about well, don't think you don't have an opportunity. I like to say out of those 200, some of those gotta be chosen, right? No, actually for VTuber companies, it's very frequent for them to have high amounts of applications. I remember the company that I applied for, they had like 300 to 400 when I applied. So compared to that, it's not a lot, right? Yeah. No. So, about what it's like to be a member of V-Dere. Well, I've been in V-Dere for 2.5 years now. We're closing in on 3 years. And it's always been really fun. I'm very, very passionate about the group, despite being in the group for 2 years. So my honeymoon phase isn't quite done yet. I think this is like an important part to mention, or like a part that will be interesting to a lot of people, is what do you do in Videre? Now, of course, you can see all the things we do publicly. You can see like, oh, they did the Idol Fest, or like, oh, they attended this convention, or oh, they released that merch. Those parts you can see. So I won't touch on them too much. Arigato ne. Thank you, Mark. Happy 20 months. 本当にありがとう。Videre Bam. Yeah, but so I won't touch on the public parts of what we do too much on our events, but instead I'll touch more on the internal parts of being a member of V-Dere. So in V-Dere, cause you know we're not a corpo, we are a group. We do all things ourselves, meaning that, you know, we're not like, oh, manager, post this on social media, or oh, manager, coordinate this collab for us. We usually just like delegate those tasks. And different people take care of different stuff. So, for example, Alpha and Spica, they usually take care of things like editing our concerts. Like, I think Alpha edited, or was it Spica, our off-kai concert, or our Christmas concert. Yeah, I think it was Spica for our Christmas one. So that's something that the two of them do. Or whenever we want to contact a Japanese artist or a music video editor and whatnot, usually we go through Honey. Because, you know, Honey is a native Japanese, so it's good to have her in the group, and she usually handles our like Japanese artist communications. And finally, Airi. Well, not finally. You know, I've not mentioned other people, but me. No. As for me, right now I do most of our social media, so like all the posts on the Videre Twitter and YouTube and website that you see, 90% of those are ID. Yeah. And I write the Videre website articles. I'm also kind of in charge for the marketing for the auditions right now. Alpha got the trailer made, but the rest of it was made by me. Ne. Yeah. So, you know, there's always different ways for you to contribute. If you say, oh, do you know, I mean, I don't speak Japanese, that's fine, you can do something else. Normally I would have Moza helping me a bunch with the auditions, but unfortunately Moza's really sick right now, so Ari's taken over all the social media. Is there a problem if I've been a streamer before but never a VTuber? Not really. We're looking for a streaming experience, not necessarily for you, like VTuber experience. When I first applied to a VTuber company, I'd also never been a VTuber before, but they hired me. And, yeah, that is, here I am. So, you know, it didn't turn out too bad, huh? When it comes to making your own model, I can't tell you if it's, possible or not. I guess I'd have to see through the application because, one thing that's important to us is that the model like matches our overall aesthetic or like matches our overall group. So I can't tell on the individual case. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but however, but you don't speak Japanese. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible weeb. I'm sorry. I can't deny. Nihongo jozo janai. Yeah. I'm such a hardworking, business-minded devil. I know. I know. Study more. I'm sorry, I've got a job. I don't have time. But I'll try to put my the katakana and hiragana reps in. Ari's doing her best. I am trying. Gomen, I feel like my voice is a little bit off today. It might be because I'm filled to the brim with chia pudding. Ne. Demo. Yeah, that is part of what we do in V-Dere. Another big thing is planning events. And I can already say for Gen 3, I personally am really looking for someone. Doesn't have to be everyone we take, but I definitely am looking at least for one member who's really into planning events and really skilled at it. Now, what do I mean by planning events? I think the best example is like, yeah, I think the best example is our Idol Fest event that we did. Because it was really fun, it was really successful for us, it did really well, and I think we'd love to do more of that in the future. Doesn't have to be an Idol Fest, you know, but just a unique streaming event. Could also be like, I don't know, a Minecraft competition or a certain kind of relay stream. Yeah, it's more about creative ideas and having the organizational skills to like put it into motion, you know? Because there's a lot of work that goes into it. A Mario Kart competition, yeah, it could be. It's yeah, it's a lot of work and you do have to have necessary skills to do it. Like for example, if you want to do a relay, you have to know enough people to invite them and have them actually show up. Or, you know, for anything, you have to make the promo graphics, you have to sort out the schedules, you have to make sure you schedule it for a time where everyone's available. It's really not that easy, but it's quite fun if you enjoy it. Ne. I personally enjoy it. I personally do. So I'm not like, ugh, oh my god, now I need to plan another event for V-Dere. I just like it. I think I like it a little bit too much. I feel like I hit up our Discord like every 2 days. Like, oh hey guys, I thought of this kind of thing we should do. Should we do it? Should we do it? I think we should do it. And the others kind of have to slow me down. Like, hey Adi, I'm kind of busy right now. Maybe wait a little bit until auditions are over. And I'm like, oh. I don't know, it's just really fun to me. It's just really fun to me. Should I still apply if my internet is too slow for streaming? Well, as a German, I know that internet can be a problem sometimes. I've certainly had my weeks where my internet provider was not playing along at all, and I couldn't stream. Demo. In general, we are a streamer group after all. We are a VTuber streamer group. So if it's like you totally can't stream at all, then maybe it's not a good idea because we are looking for someone who can stream with us. But if it's like, oh, you know, I can get this fixed, or like, oh, you know, it's only sometimes, then it's fine. Because my internet is also bad. Are you the main one running the group? Actually, I'm not the leader. I'm just the vice president, so to say. Yeah, I'm the vice president. And I don't know why that word is so hard for me to pronounce. Vice president. There we go. Yeah, but while our president is out sick, it's me. Hello. Yeah. She's just a poor girl. She needs no sympathy. Well, yeah. But I think that's most of what I wanted to say about what goes on, what's the happening inside of V-Dere. We do chat pretty much every day. We have meetings only about like once a month. Sometimes more depending on how busy we are. Like for example, around the Idol Fest, we had like 2 meetings in a month. But usually we only have 1 meeting in a month. Now that doesn't mean we don't talk to each other outside of the meetings. We're usually chatting in the Discord on and off every day. But like, you know, actually like all gathering together at a certain time, it's pretty hard. So we only usually do it once a month, but when we do it's for a long time. It's for a couple of hours. Like, how much time would a new member need to put into this group, assuming everyone is having a full 9 to 5 job? That's a good question. So as a matter of fact, most of us are actually not full-time VTubers. For example, I currently have a 9 to 5 internship, and Alpha works cleaning pools. Yeah. Yeah, so most of us actually do work. And I think it's very, very manageable. Personally, right now, I'm doing a lot. Like right now, because Moses is out sick, I'm doing way more than I usually do. And because it's a busy time because of auditions. Right now, I think I'm putting about 4 hours a day into the group. Now, that is a lot. That is more than I usually would. I think the usual, like, average workload I would expect is like 2 hours a day. There's not something to do every day. But on the days where there's something to do, maybe 2 hours. You know, maybe you'll have to record something, maybe you'll have to attend a meeting, maybe you'll have to be in a collab, or, you know, like contact artists, whatever not. Shouldn't be more than 2 hours. Yeah. But also, like I said, not every day. I have a question. Normally on VTuber agencies, the agency is the one who chooses the model. Well, for VTuber agencies, that is the case, but V-Dere is not an agency, which I'll circle back to that later, but we're a VTuber group. Means that we don't choose your model for you. We just, you know, either you bring in your model that you already have, or you join and then you commission a new model. But, you know, it's your model, we don't claim any rights to it, but that also means that, you know, you have to get it yourself if you don't have one already. V-Dere is 4 indies in trench coat. 5 indies in trench coat. Right now we're 4 indies and one of them is a hospital. But usually we're 5. Hi, Moza is the only full-time in our group. It's true. It's true. Let's see. No. Nande, my mouth kind of glitched now. Wow, that looks strange. Demo. Coming to the next point, which I think arguably might be the most relevant point for people trying to apply, is my personal audition advice as the one who spent like, I don't know, 40 minutes scrolling through auditions today. So I have a lot of advice. I know. So my first piece of advice would be, in your application, don't say like, oh, I want to join your company. Because we're very open with the fact that we're not a company. So usually when I see an application like, oh, and I'm very enthusiastic about applying to your company, I'm like, did that person read the application form well? Or like, did they check our socials? I think it's like, just the usual advice of like, do your homework. Do your homework on the place you're applying to, right? Like, it's kind of like, it's definitely not as formal, but like imagine you're applying for a real job and you're like, yes, hello, Mr. CEO, and like the company doesn't have a CEO or something like that. Like the teacher's saying, read the task again. Oh, read that. You might wanna read number 3 again. Yeah. Yeah. So that is one of my advices. Like, don't just ideally do like a little bit. You don't need to do like a lot. You don't need to like go through my streams and know my favorite color to apply. But at least look at the V-Dere Twitter, look at the V-Dere website, read the application form and the descriptions, and you should be fine. Yeah, I know. So that is one point. And then my second point of advice is, if you're going to hand in an audition video, which it's not mandatory, but you can. And we definitely do watch all of them, because I've been going through watching all of them. But if you do hand in an audition video, first of all, please make sure that it doesn't say you're applying for a different company. This has happened in the past. Maybe not during this audition, but during the last, where I was watching application videos. I know, and one of them was like, "Oh, hello, Hololive. I am so excited to apply for Hololive. Hololive is my favorite company. And I love everything about Hololive, and I never want to join anything but Hololive. And I'm so excited to be applying for your company, Hololive, today." I was like, oh, guess I'm Garger now, huh? Yeah. Yeah, so make sure that you're addressing the right people. Otherwise, we're just gonna feel like, oh, they're just sending that to like a billion different places and we're not their top option, right? I know. And also, it's a little bit better if it's like a customized application video, because I feel like it's a different kind of nukimi. If it's like, "Oh, hello, dear company. I am applying today for the role of VTuber. I enjoy your company because you do company things," As opposed to like, "Hi, V-Dere. Oh my gosh, hi, ID. Hi, Moses. Thank you for watching. This is the reason I really want to join V-Dere. I saw you guys did this, and I think I could really contribute to your group," or like, "Oh, you guys did this event recently, and I really want to do that too," or like, "I did something similar in the past," like... I know, the level of customization is sometimes pretty apparent, and it's not like a deal breaker if you do like a generic application video. But I definitely feel a little bit more talked to if the application video is actually addressed to us. Let's see. What other advice do I have to give? Right. I think this is like general application advice that everyone will give you, but honestly, I don't think I'll ever get tired of driving it home. Because I think that when you're making an application, you're like selling yourself. Like, you're a salesman and you're also the product. So, go into it with confidence. you know, even if you don't feel confident, even if you're like, oh, I don't know, I haven't streamed a lot yet, or oh, I don't know. I don't know if my singing is good enough or whatever. Just try to go into it with a little bit confidence. Ne. So, you know, even though you might be feeling like saying, oh hey guys, I don't know if you're gonna take me because my singing is really awful. But I guess I'll give it a try or whatever. You know, just be like, hey guys, so singing might not be my strong point, but you definitely still want me because I am amazing at drawing, and you guys don't have anyone who does like daily drawing streams yet. So even though I'm still learning how to sing, you should definitely not miss out on me. You know, something like that. That's how I would frame it. Yeah. I know that would be my little example. Yeah. Then let's see what's next. Yeah, show us your strong points, that's true. Don't focus on your weaknesses, focus on your strong points. I know. Hey guys, I'm an expert at procrastination. Well, maybe don't put that. Maybe don't put that. And aside from like your personal like talents as a streamer, like your singing or like, oh, you know, I've got a really funny personality on stream. Those things are important. I think they are, but also those are things that we can tell from your streams, right? Like when we look through your application, we're probably gonna also look through your channel and click on your streams or your shorts or your videos. So you know, it's good to tell like in the application that you have singing experience, but don't go too much into detail cause I'm just gonna look at your covers if I see that on the application. I think the most important part is to showcase also your behind the scenes strengths. Cause I feel like some people forget that. So you know, be like, oh, you know, I'm super punctual, or like, oh, I'm great at keeping a to-do list, or like, oh, I've got great connections and I'm really good at making friends, you know, those kind of things. Yeah. I know. Considering the VTubers currently in V-Dere, I'm sorry, I can't sing, only works if you're somehow the best singer to ever exist. Ariori does that shtick well enough. I'm not a good singer. Definitely not in comparison to the other V-Dere girls, but you know, I'm out here. I'm struggle bussing, but I'm still bussing. Yeah. I feel like I'm a decent enough singer, but just not compared to the rest of V-Dere. Yeah, it's okay. Someone has to be at the bottom of the pyramid, and ID is fine with it being me. That is okay. At least in terms of enthusiasm for V-Dere, no one else can match me. Yeah. ID is the #1 V-Dere spokesperson. It's me. It's me. Yeah. Demo. Speaking of, something that I would also like for Gen 3 is I would like someone who's gonna be very passionate and motivated and be like, oh guys, I wanna do this, guys, I wanna do that, guys, let's do this. Because I always feel like it's good to have more energy in the group and more people who wanna like really do stuff. Yeah, because if you join a group, well, I don't know about other groups. I've not been in another group. But V-Dere is not low-key. Yeah, you can't just join and then like forget that V-Dere exists for like a month. We're not a low-key group. We're a high kind of effort, high kind of presence group. So, you know, don't try to apply expecting like, oh, I won't really have to do anything. It's not that I mean, often we don't have that much work to do or anything, but it's just like, you know, like want to be in the group. Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Ne 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 ne. They'll trap you in a Discord call and make you work for days. No, we're past those days. That's how we started. but it's not like that anymore. But yeah, the first few like months, Moz and I were like working pretty much 24/7. But it's not like that anymore. It's not like that. It's actually kind of empty time sometime, busy time sometime, you know, like it is in any job. Yeah. You sweatshop did it? Hey guys, mo. Naruhodo ne. Do you see, that is how our merch is produced. We're gonna look the Gen 3 people up in a basement and make them glue together our standees. No. That was for legal reasons, that's a joke. Yeah. Then let's see, is there anything else I can think of? Oh yeah, one more thing. Which, you know, some of you might think, oh, Iri, that is obvious. Of course that is obvious. But you would be surprised. I feel the need to say it. When, you know, obviously we're looking for like unique appeal, right? Like, the reason we're asking for like, oh, stream time, what do you stream? What's your concept? What data type would you be? Is because we're looking for like new stuff, right? Like, for example, oh, we don't have a person who can do this, or like, oh, we don't have a person who can like play that kind of game. So make sure that the kind of role you want to be and the kind of things you want to stream don't overlap too closely with another girl. Like, of course, like if you do singing stuff, you know, you don't have to worry about like overlapping with Alpha. That is fine. Like, we won't say no to you just because you're singing and Alpha does singing and Spica does singing. You know, stuff like that is normal. That's normal overlap. But I'm talking about like, oh, I wanna be a Genki Red character who plays retro games. And also I draw, and also my character is a wolf, you know? That might be a little too similar to Mozu, right? So, if you feel like your concept is a little bit close to another member, try your best to make the distinction clear in your application. So, you know, even if you're an orange character that plays retro games, you could be like, oh yeah, but I'm an orange fairy and I do retro games sometimes, but I also do gardening streams, you know? I don't know, I'm just throwing stuff at the wall here. Have you ever wondered why Viridevils' mascot is a TV? Is that a TV? Is it? No, did it be? Wait. Oh my gosh, you almost gaslit me. I was like, wait, no, I was there. I was there when Dedebi was born. Dedebi is not a TV. Nande da yo? Mo, Dedebi is not a TV. Oh my gosh, I was like, wait, really? No, Dedebi is not a TV. Dedebi is a heartbeat monitor robot. Heartbeat monitor. If you look at it, it has the heartbeat monitor. It's a monitor, not TV monitor. Yeah. ねえねえねえ。 Yeah. I know. Let's say someone passes the audition. What would be the timeline from passing to debut announcement? How long would the prep phase be, or would it differ based on if one is rebranding? Good question. I know. Yeah. So. First of all, when it comes to the timeline, after the application window closes on the 25th, we'll go through all the applications and start sending out the interview invitations. So if you are among the lucky people who got an interview invitation, we'll set that up with you. It could take like 1 or 2 weeks depending on your availability. And then after the interview, likely we're gonna do a second interview round. Which means that interviewing in total might be about 3 to 4 weeks. After those 3 to 4 weeks, we're gonna have the members of the 3rd generation decided. And we're gonna start working on setting up you guys' debut. And now the debut part is a little bit more complicated because that does depend on the people who join. Because for example, if all people who join already have models and they're like, yeah, we don't need anything new, then likely it's gonna be really fast. Probably we're gonna be done in like a month or 2. But on the other hand, if like 4 people join and 3 of them still need a new model and 1 of them has trouble with their rigger and it's taking a long time, you know, the timeline would change based on that. Yeah, and that is probably the best answer I can give to that. Is it the final debut? Depends on how many people are joining. But of course, it's not like with an agency where you won't be able to stream until you debut. You just keep streaming normally while preparing the debut in the background, but you just won't be able to say that you're a part of V-Dere until it's debut time. Ta-da! That's pretty nice, right? Cause for Gen 2, they joined us I think about in September or August. But their debut was in January because they had some delays with their models. But while preparing for the debut, they just kept streaming on their channels normally and no one knew. And no one knew that they were gonna be part of V-Dere. Yeah. Any more questions? Any more questions? Because I think I gave all the advice I have to give. Also, hi Mona! Thank you for coming by, Mona Ma. Demo, in case there's no more questions, over the next few days, the V-Dere Twitter account will be posting a daily Q&A. So in case you have any more questions, just put it under the daily Q&A post. And maybe your question will be answered. Yeah. In case you haven't seen it, it's on the V-Dere Twitter account. The graphic is super cute, isn't it? It's the V-Dere FAQ. V-Dere FAQ. Has Mono-san applied yet? I don't know yet. Mono, have you applied for V-Dere? Does outing that you're applying, like if you ask on Twitter, naruhodo ne, it doesn't disqualify you. Of course, it doesn't hurt to be, how do you call it? What's the word? It doesn't hurt to be discreet about it, because you know, it's good to see that you're discreet, but it's not like an automatically like, oh, we're not gonna accept you then. But what I would say is to be careful what you post on Twitter. Not for like in regards to the applications, but you know, like just try not to post anything like problematic. Like, you know, I don't know, it would be a little weird if you applied to us and we're like, yeah, guys, actually I hate V-Dere, yeah. Only losers apply, and then you'd apply for us. That might be a little weird. Ne. Yeah, I think that's good. You have a special policy about IRL streamers adopting a VTuber personality as part of their V-Dere debut. To be fair, I don't think we've had an IRL flesh tuber applied to us yet, but if that were the case, we'd just expect them to debut as a VTuber too. Because, you know, we're a VTuber group, so if you're applying and you're a flesh tuber now, you can become a VTuber, it's fine. Shed the heaviness of your mortal skin, it's okay. No need to be scared. まだや。ね。あとね。And that is... I think that's most of it. Yeah, I think that's all of it. Oh, なるほど. Some VTubers do streams wearing masks, or perhaps attending a convention if we did it, but you'd be IRL. Would that be allowed? So, first of all, attending conventions is allowed, but for the safety of other members, we don't allow V-Dere talents to show much of themselves. This is because, let's say for example, like, one person joins Gen 3 and they like show their face, or like they attend cons and they're like, hey, I am VTuber, this is me. And you know, everyone knows what they look like. Now let's say we have a V-Dere off collab and they're walking around with us. People could easily tell that like, oh wait, this person is that VTuber. And they're with those people. Wait, isn't that the rest of V-Dere? So, you know, that's the kind of thing that we want to avoid, so... yeah, actually we prefer if you avoid showing your face. Ne. Hi. Yeah, that's that for that. No, but like I said, there's a Q&A post, or FAQ post, up on the V-Dere Twitter account right now, so if you have any more questions, please feel free to put them there. It's also on our YouTube, I think. But yeah, thank you so much for coming by to this special Zatsu and listening to me talk about V-Dere and give you my audition advice. Yeah. And tomorrow we'll be back to regularly scheduled programming with a normal Zatsu. A normal Zatsu. There I won't be audition promoter ID, but just me. Yeah. I know. でもね、愛してる? I finally caught up. Oh, but bye. Well, catch up faster next time. I'll see you guys tomorrow. 愛してる? Bye. Ciao. And good luck applying for those of you who are planning on applying. Join V-Dere!